If you want to prevent the e-waste, you have to find out the places where you can submit your forms, and that will be recycled. They use the parts, and they know how to segregate it, because that's none of our business. But we can do our best. Instead of dumping your old phone in the trash can, you can just try to find out the places. Just go for the Google search and find out the people, and you can just call them up. You can just submit your phone and they can recycle it. That's it. It's done. There are so many things. At first we were using the large CPU. Do you remember the first computer? Charles Babbage. That was so big, so huge. Almost 10 by 10 room is needed to keep that sort of computer. And after that, there are so many things. Improvised. Now we have a sleek, slim, handy notepads. That's nice. Nice to have something handy, something portable, something very light, and that's nice. And having all the new features, that is a kind of wow. That's great. But just consider about the e-waste. After buying any new updated phone or laptop, what are you going to do with your old laptop? Either you can give your laptop to someone, if there is some servant who is working in your house or even in your office, you can just donate it, or you can just call the people. They are interested in recycling the related to electrical and electronics, and they will take care of it. So you need to just Google the place. If you are in a metropolitan city, just try to search the places, and you don't have to go and submit it. You just try to contact them, and they will come and pick the products. Pick your old goods related to the battery or the cables or the old phone, anything. So you can prevent this kind of e-waste. It's quite dangerous. It's containing a lot of harmful chemicals as well. The chip is having some sort of chemicals. That's not good. And moreover, about the e-waste related to the wires, related to the chips, related to the plastic. Just consider the keyboards. There are so many things. So they know their best how to segregate the parts and how to recycle it. So you can find out the scrap dealer. Right? I just don't want to call them as a scrap dealer. And they are, eco boosters. I could call them as eco boosters, eco-friendly people. And because they are preventing the e-waste, and they are helping the environment, they are preserving the nature, the environment. They are avoiding the pollution. So you must be very grateful, as well as, you must appreciate their efforts. And they are also going to be benefited out of it. That's none of our business. I mean, of course they are doing their work. They are preventing the e-waste. That's enough. So just try to reduce. There are 3 R's. 3 R's. Reduce, reuse, recycle. There are many things. CDs, old CDs, floppy disk, and many things are there. You just cannot use it because the trend is not there, as well as even the laptops are not designed to accommodate those things. So it's better to find out the right place to dump your e-waste instead of just throwing it out. Find out the recycling places and just call them up and submit your old phones, laptops, whatever is related to e-waste. And at first you must understand these 3 things: reduce, reuse, recycle. What is reduce? You just don't buy the new phone just because it is introduced in the market. So that is related to reduce the consumption. Related to consumption. Like, try to buy the new phones only if your old phone is not working or something, needs to be updated. And just don't buy it just because it is introduced in the market. That's your wish. Just call. Wait, you have money, you have to buy it just because you have money. That's not going to be the deal. It's not related to money. Some people are having a very bad ideas about many things. They are attaching many things related to middle class. It's not related to the class. Class is not related to something, buying things or having many things at your home. Or there are people, used to criticize just because you are washing things and reusing it, or just because you are recycling it. Oh, she is recycling, she is reusing each and everything. Oh my goodness. Why? It's not related to the class, it's related to the mindset. In order, it's what is the definition of the class? Upper crust, middle crust, lower crust. There is nothing as such. Class is related to how to live in the world with the high standards. Class is related to the standards. Okay, you don't have time, but you can just, if there are people available at your home to do some sort of work like this, reusing the plastic or anything, If they are able to reuse it, ask them to reuse the products. You don't have to do it, you don't have the time to do it, so you are just throwing it out. But there are people at your, servants, maids, or even you can just, it won't take more than 2 or 3 minutes. Are you going to catch the flight within 3 minutes? No. If you are buying it, if you are able to reuse it, if you are able to wash the plastic bowls, and if you are able to reuse it, it's not a big deal. But if you are collecting it in piles, then it's a big issue. But just wash it, and before you try to reuse it, first don't buy it. Don't buy things unnecessarily. Second thing, if you are able to reuse it, try to reuse the plastics or anything. Then, and if you think that you don't have time for it, at least, if you are you got the food that was packed in the plastic container, just try to wash the plastic container before you trash it. That's possible, right? And there are places you can just, the water bottle, there are places and it's written, this is for the green waste, this is for the red, this is for the yellow. You know about the terms related to it: medical waste, e-waste, vegetable, organic related waste. It's all there. It's not related to your class. Of course the class is there. Class is related to the high standards. If you're just throwing it out, and if you're saying that you are from the upper crust, there is no meaning at all. Class is not going to define the money as well as the power of buying things. It's also related to the high standards before you throw anything out. Just imagine what you have to do with that. Just think of it. Can you reuse it? Is it possible to recycle it? And just dump it in the right place.